a diamond or a spade, or it may be a club, or it may be a heart. We have 4 suits out of 52 cards. There are 13 diamond cards, 13 heart cards, and 13 spades, and 13 clubs. So these are all different suits. Okay. So one card is missed. One card is missed means that missing card may be a diamond or a heart or a spade or a club. So let even be the event of missing a diamond. Diamond card. E2 stands for event of missing a heart card. Event of missing a spade card. E4 stands for event of missing a club card. From each suit, a card may be missing. Either E1 or E2 or E3 or E4 happened out of 52 cards. And getting of 2 diamonds and H stands for event of getting 2 diamond cards. Diamond cards from pack of cards after missing a card. After missing a card, event of getting 2 diamond cards from pack of cards. Now, probability of missing a diamond card. Probability of missing a diamond card from well shuffled pack of 52 cards. That is, diamonds are 13. So 13 C1 by 52 C1, that is 13 by 52, 1 by 4, of course let it be 52. And probability of E2, that is also 13 C by 52 C1, that is also 13 by 52. And probability of E3, missing of a spade card, that is also spades are 13, the total possible selections are 52 C1. So 13 by 52, and missing of club card is also 13 C1 by 52 C1, 32 by 50. So these are all the different probabilities, either missing a diamond card or missing a spade card or missing a club card or missing a heart card. Now, probability of happening of H on the occurrence of E1. That means initially a diamond card is missed, and after drawing 2 cards, after that drawing of 2 cards, getting of 2 diamond cards, getting of 2 diamond cards, probability of getting 2 diamond cards after missing a diamond card. That is, once a diamond card is missed, we have only 12 diamond cards. Out of 12 diamond cards, 2 are selected in 15 C2 and 1 card is missed. So, the remaining total cards are 51. Out of 51, 2 cards are drawn. Hence 51 C2. That is 12 into 11 by 2 factorial may 2 may be 2 may be removed here in the denominator, hence 12 into 11 by 51 into 50. And probability of H on the occurrence of E2 is, here initially hot cord is missed and drawing of 2 diamond cords, and then that is here the number of diamond cords are remain same, 13 itself. So 13 C2 by 51 C2. So that is 13 into 12 by 2 by 51 into 50 by 2. So that is 51 into 50. Similarly, H on the occurrence of E3 is also 13 C2 by 51 C2. That is 13 into 12 by 51 into 50. And probability of H on the occurrence of E4 is also, once a club cord is missed and getting of, after that getting of 2 diamonds, cord is 13 C2 by, because the number of in these 3 cases the number of diamonds are same, diamond cords are same in the pack. So that is 13 into 12 by 51 into 50 itself. These are all different probabilities of H on the occurrence of either E1 or E2, E3, E4 and so on. Now the required probability. Now if H was happening of E1, that is the probability here. The probability of the lost cord being a diamond, once it is found that the drawn 2 cords are diamonds. That means probability of E1 on the occurrence of H is needed. That is probability of E1 intersection H by the total probability of H. That is probability of E1 intersection H by H may be associated with any one of this one. So either E1 or H may be associated either with E2 or H may be associated with E3 or H may be associated with E4. So based on this, by multiplication theorem of probability, this is probability of E1 into probability of H on the occurrence of E1 by a diamond cord is missed and then getting of 2 diamond cords from the pack, like that. Next, probability of E2 into probability of H on the occurrence of E2, probability of happening of E3 into probability of H the happening of E3 plus probability of E4 into probability of H on the occurrence of E4. So this is the Bayes theorem for 4 events. Probability of E1, that is 13 by 52 into probability of H on the occurrence of E1 is 12 into 11 by 51 into 50 by. Similarly, probability of this is 13 by 52 into 12 into 11 by 51 into 50 plus 13 by 52 into, this is 13 into 12 by 51 into 50. So the same probability repeated in these 2 cases, hence I am taking plus 3 into. Okay, because these three are equal, 13 by 52 into that one. So the required probability is here. The required probability, once on cancellation of the denominators, 52 into 51 into 50 in all the terms, we get 13 into 12 into 11 by 13 into 12 into 11 plus 3 into 13 into 13 into 12. Okay. This is the required probability. You can remove 13 here. You can remove 13 and 12. 13 and 12. So 11 by 3 into 13. 113. 11 by 11 plus this is 39. 11 by 50 is the required probability. So the required probability is probability of getting two diamonds once a diamond cord is missed from the pack of cords is 11 by 50. Problem 13. It is a multiple choice question. Probability that A speaks truth is 4 by 5. A coin is tossed. Reports that it is a head. The probability that actually there was head. Okay. A speaks truth in 4 by 5 cases. Out of 5 cases, in every 4 cases, he will speaks truth. In one case only, he tells he gives the false statement. Okay. In such case, once a coin is tossed and reports that it is head, what is the probability that actually it is head? Actually, it is head. Let T stands for A speaks truth. Event of A speaks truth. And T complement is A speaks false statement or A gives false statement. False statement. Not speaking truth. A not speaking truth. A gives false statement. Now, H stands for getting of head. When a coin is tossed. Coin is tossed. So, now probability that he reports. Once he reports, it is head. What is the probability? Actually, it is head. Actually, it is red. That means probability of getting head once he gives a true statement. Okay. Probability of getting head here. Probability of getting head may be happened in two cases. It may happen in association with H or in association with T complement. That means head appears and he speaks truth, and head appears he speaks not true. That means he gives us the false statement as it is head, he says. Even though head is not appeared, he says that it is head. That is the case. So this is probability of speaking truth into probability of H on the occurrence of, and probability of T into probability of H on the occurrence of T. Probability of T given speaks truth, that implies probability of T is given. He speaks truth in 4 out of 5 cases, and probability of t complement is 1 minus 4 by 5, that is 1 by 5. Okay. Probability of head when a coin is tossed. Probability of getting head, of course. This is 1 by 2, getting of, it is independent of t. So, probability of t is actually 4 by 5 and probability of getting head is 1 by 2. Not getting of head and actually it is getting tail, even though that he reports that it is head. That is false statement. So, 1 by 2. Okay. Required probability. Required probability is he gets head, but he gets head and actually it is head. He speaks truth. That means probability of t on the occurrence of h. Once head is upward, it was true. That is t intersection h by probability of t intersection h plus probability of t complement intersection h. That is probability of t into probability of h on the occurrence of t by probability of t into probability of h on the occurrence of t plus probability of t complement and probability of h on the occurrence of t complement. This is 4 by 5 into probability of getting head. Either he speaks truth or false, it is probability of getting head is 1 by 2 itself. So, 1 by 2. This is 1 by 5 into 1 by 2 itself. So, then 4 into 1, 4 into 1 plus 1 into 1 itself. 4 by 5 is the required probability. This is one important model. Actually, it is head. Actually, we know that actually it is head, but he speaks truth. Probability. We know that head appears on the coin, tossed coin. Once head appears on the coin, he reports truth probability. He speaks truth probability as it is head. He says such probability is 4 by 5. Just you go through the example problems also. The problems, example problems based on Bayes theorem are also important. Particularly the 21st problem, 20th and 18th problems are important. Just besides that, 17th problem is also important. Go through the example problems based on this Bayes theorem. Okay. Random variable. Random variable. Random variable. A variable in association with the possible outcomes of a random experiment is called random variable. It takes real values. So, every real values, it takes real values in association with the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Such variable is called random variable. Random variable is defined is x be a variable, capital X. It was denoted by capital X. X be a variable in association with the possible outcomes of sample space of a random experiment. Okay. If x be a variable, x be a variable, in association with possible outcomes of a sample space of a random experiment. Is called random variable. This is oral definition of the random variable. That is, x is a function from the sample space S to R. Is a function from sample space S to a function. That function is a variable, random variable. From sample space S to set of real numbers, set of reals, is called a random variable. By functional definition, you can define the random variable as a function defined from set of possible outcomes to set of real numbers. Such function is known as random variable. The oral definition of the random variable is the variable in association with the possible outcomes of sample space of random experiment. Okay. The set of values of random variable is called range of random variable. Set of range of random variable x. That is set of all values taken by random variable x is called its range. Its domain is the sample space and possible outcomes of random experiment. All the possible outcomes of random experiment. And it takes certain values corresponding to each possible outcomes. Such values taken in a set, that is called range of random variable x. I will explain through an example. Suppose a coin is tossed 3 times. An unbiased coin is tossed 3 times. Then, yes, sample space contains H, 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 T, H, T, H. Okay, I will take vertical line. The sample space vertical line. Here, then S is S and set of real numbers. H, 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 T, H, T, H, T, H, 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 T, T, THT, TTH, TTT. These are the possible outcomes of this random experiment. Let x be a function defined from this sample space to set of real numbers, and x is defined as number of heads obtained. Suppose a coin is tossed 3 times, and of course here, and x defined as number of heads. In that possible outcomes. Then of course this one is 0, -1 it contains, and so on, 1, 2, 3, and like that. The set of real numbers contains all these elements. Once you consider this possible outcome, this random experiment, it contains 3 hits. Hence x takes the value 3. X is mapped to 3. This x maps this one to 3. And in this case, HHT, the number of heads are 2. Hence this possible outcome mapped to 2. And this possible 2. These 3 possible outcomes mapped to 2 only. Similarly, these 3 possible outcomes mapped to 1, because there is only one head. TTH, there is no head. It was mapped to 0. So you can able to find a mapping between possible outcomes and set of real numbers based on the definition of a variable x, which is called random variable. Here range of x is the values taken by x. The values taken by x are 0, 1, 2, 3. That means x takes the value 0 whenever all the possible outcomes are tiles. X takes the value 1 means only one head occurs when a coin is tossed 3 times. Once x takes the value 2, 2 heads occurs when a coin is tossed 3 times. X takes the value 3, 3 head occurs when a coin is tossed 3 times. That is the random experiment and corresponding possible outcomes. And once x is so defined as the number of heads in this experiment, x takes either 0 or 1 or 2. Such set of values taken by x is called range of x here. So you can define such variable. It takes different values, variable values. Hence it is called variable. Such function is known as random variable. Here x is random variable. It takes the values 0, 1, 2. Corresponding to the values of x that it was taken, we can able to find probabilities. So here in this case, here probability for x takes the value 0. That is probability of getting no heads when a coin is tossed 3 times. Okay. When a coin is tossed 3 times. When an unbiased coin is tossed 3 times, the probability of getting no heads, if x takes the value 0 means all tiles, probability of getting all tiles. That was 1 by 8 because favorable possibility is getting TTT. The total possible outcomes are 8, 1 by 8. Similarly, probability of getting one head. Probability of getting one head. One head when a coin is tossed 3 times. Tossed 3 times. This is the probability corresponding to x takes the value 1, where x is the number of heads. That is, this is possible in these 3 cases. So, favorable possibilities are 3 and total possible outcomes are 8. Hence, the probability is 3 by 8. Similarly, probability of getting 2 heads. Probability of getting 2 heads. Getting 2 heads is 3 by 8. And the probability of getting 3 heads. Probability of getting 3 heads. 3 heads. Once a coin is tossed 3 times is 1 by 8. So, these are all different probabilities corresponding to the values of the random variable. So, once the random variable values and corresponding probabilities are taken in a tabular form, that table is known as probability distribution table. Okay. So, here probability distribution table. Here probability distribution table is as follows in this case. In tabular form, x and corresponding values of x. If x takes the value 0, corresponding probability is 1 by 8. If x takes the value 1, corresponding probability is 3 by 8. If x takes the value 2, the corresponding probability is and 3, that is 1 by 8. Where x is, of course, probability for x equal to k, where k takes the value 0, 1, 2, and this is probability for x equal to k. This table is known as probability distribution table. Probability distribution table for x, the random variable x. Okay. You can observe that some of the probabilities in the distribution table is always equal to 1. Always equal to 1 because 1 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8 gives us 1. So, we know that in the probability distribution, the sum of all the probabilities is always equal to 1. Note point. That is very important point. Sum of probabilities of a distribution table of a random variable, that is sigma of probability for x takes the value k is always equal to 1. K may be takes any values. K may be takes any values. Sum of all the probabilities of distribution table is always equal to table of random variable, that is sigma probability for x equal to k is 1. Okay. Sum of all the probabilities in the distribution table is 1. That is a very important point related to the random variables, concept of random variables. So, a variable may be defined based on a random experiment and possible outcomes, and once that variable takes different values, different real values, we can able to find the corresponding probabilities. The variable values and corresponding probabilities are taken in a table. The table is called probability distribution table. How the probabilities are distributed for different values of x is announced by the table. Hence it is called probability distribution table. The sum of probabilities in the probability distribution is always equal to 1. Okay. I will explain. Okay. One more through one problem. I will explain through a problem. Find the probability distribution. Find the probability distribution of number of doublets. Number of doublets in 3 throws of pair of dice. In 3 throws of pair of dice. Pair of dice. Okay. Find the probability distribution of number of doublets. Number of doublets. Okay. In 3 throws of in 3 throws of pair of dice. Here x and a variable x is defined as number of doublets. Doublet means same number appear on the rolled dice. When pair of dice rolled 3 times. Number of doublets when pair of dice rolled 3 times. If pair of dice are rolled once, the doublets are 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, same number appears on the 2 dice is called hitting of 1 doublet. Okay. If pair of dice are rolled once, the doublets are 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, getting of doublets, or 5 5, 6 6. So once it was the dice are rolled 3 times. 3 times. What are the probabilities of values of x, the random variable, and what are the values x can take? These are all to be discussed here. Here x may takes the values. The number of doublets either 0, there is no doublet once a pair of dice are rolled 3 times. Only once we get a doublet, or twice we get a doublet, or thrice we get a doublet. So x may takes the value 0 or 1, 2, 3 be the range of x random variable, be the range of random variable. So here probability for x takes the value 0 means probability of getting no doublet, probability of getting no doublet when pair of dice are rolled thrice. Three times. All the three times getting of different numbers on the dice. Getting of different numbers on the dice is in first attempt. In first attempt we get not getting the same number on the dice. Probability is 5 by 6. In the second attempt also not getting same number on the dice is 5 by 6. Because this is 30 by 36 actually. 30 by 36. In 6 cases we get doublet. So except that 6 cases getting of other than that non-doublet cases 30. So 30 by 36. This is 30 by 36. 30 by 36. In all the three times we have to get other than two different numbers on the dice. In each attempt getting of two different numbers on the dice is 30 by 36, 30 by 36, 30 by 6. These are all independent events. Hence I am taking the product. One does not influences the probability of the other. One attempt does not influences the probability of the other. Hence they are independent. Hence I am taking the product here. That is 5 by 6 whole cube. 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 5 by 6. That is probability of this is of course 125 by 216. Similarly, probability of getting only once. In first attempt it may be a doublet and the other two attempts they may not get the doublet. Like that in second attempt we may get doublet or in third attempt we may get doublet. Like that in first attempt not getting of doublet and in the second attempt also not getting of doublet and in the third attempt getting of doublet. That is happened 6 by 36. Like that in first attempt not getting doublet, in the second attempt getting doublet and the third attempt not getting doublet. Like this 6 by 36. In first attempt getting of doublet, in the other two attempts not getting doublets. So in this case only once getting of doublet. That is 3 times to the top. 30 by 36 that is 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 1 by 6. So 25 by, otherwise this is 25 into 3, 75 by 216. Similarly, probability of getting doublet twice, that is in any two attempts getting of doublet, that is 30 by 36 and this is 6 by 36 into 6 by 36. It may happen or 6 by 36, 30 by 36 and 6 by 36. In second attempt not getting doublet and other two attempts getting doublet. Similarly, in first two attempts getting doublet, in the third attempt we may not get doublet. So these are all different cases of getting the doublet twice. That is 5 by 6 into 5 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6. This is repeated thrice, of course, which is 15 by 216. Similarly, probability of x takes the value 3. Probability of x takes the value 3. Probability of that in all 3 attempts getting doublets. This is the probability. In all 3 attempts getting doublets is 6 by 36, 6 by 36, 6 by 36. 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 216. The required distribution table, the required probability distribution table is, so therefore, probability distribution table for defined random variable x is as follows. X takes the values some k and corresponding probabilities. If k takes the value 0, the corresponding probability is, that means probability of getting no doublet once a pair of dice are rolled 3 times. So that is 125 by 216. Getting of only once a doublet, that is 75 by 216. Getting of doublet 2 times out of 3 times, that is 15 by 216. Getting of all the 3 times getting of the doublet is 1 by 216. So this is 100, 225, 216. Clearly, the sum of the probabilities is here sigma k is from 0 to 3. Probability for x equal to k is sum of all these probabilities is 1. It should be followed in case of probability distribution table. Once the sum of the probabilities is not 1, certain flaw is there in finding the probabilities. So this is the verification, whether these values are correct or not. To verify whether the obtained probability distribution is either correct or not, observe the sum of all the probabilities in the distribution. That should be always equal to 1. So hence the sum of all the probabilities is in the distribution is 1. Hence it is a correct probability distribution of the given random variable. Like that, a random variable may be defined and the corresponding probabilities are defined. Based on the probabilities and random variable, we can construct a table which is called probability distribution table. Like that, we can develop a distribution table for a given. Okay. Let us consider a small problem. For the given probability distribution of x, that is x and the probabilities of x, 0 is 0.1, for 1 it is k, for 2 it is 2k, for 3 it is 2k, for 4 it is k. Find k. For the given probability distribution of x. It is given in the tabular form. The values of random variables The range of random variable values is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Corresponding probabilities are given in such a way. Then find k. That is very simple problem. In the probability distribution, in any probability distribution, in any probability distribution of x, a random variable, sum of the probabilities is always equal to 1. So that is probability for x takes the value 0, probability for x equal to 1 here, probability for x equal to 2, probability for x equal to 3, probability for x takes the value 4 is 1. That is 0.1 plus k plus 2k plus 2k plus k is 1. Hence, this is 3k, 5k, 6k. 6k takes the value 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. Therefore, k takes the value 0.9 by 6, that is 90 by 60. 3 3s to 3 20s. The required k value is 3 by 20. The required k value is 3 by 20. 3 by 20. 0.15. This is 0.15. The corresponding probabilities. Here, suppose probability for x equal to 3 is 2k implies 2 into k means 0.15. That is 0.3. Like that, you can able to find the probabilities, required probabilities. You can able to find the other probabilities also. The other probabilities also. Mean variance standard deviation of a random variable. Mean variance and standard deviation of a random variable. Okay. By definition, first mean. Mean is denoted by mu. Mean of x. Mean of x is given by sigma xi into probability for x equal to xi. Sum of where x, range of x is x equal to x1 comma x2 comma x3 and so on, xi comma xi plus 1 and so on. Sum of the products of probabilities and corresponding values of the random variable. If x1 is considered here, I is running from 1 to over I. Once sigma is taken, it is running from where I is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. The range values of x, capital X, the random variable is once x1, x2, x3 and so on xn. plus 1, and corresponding probabilities are x equal to x1 and probability for x equal to x2, like that. Taking the product of these and taking the sum, we get the mean of the random variable. Similarly, variance of the random variable. Variance of the random variable. It was denoted by mean. Variance is denoted by sigma, small sigma square. This is called sigma. Small sigma square is obtained by sigma xi minus mu whole square into corresponding probability. Okay. Once the mean is subtracted from each range set values of x, the mean is subtracted from each range set values of x, random variable, and squaring that value and multiplied with the corresponding probability, we get the required variance. Required variance. The variance of the random variable also may be on simplification. It is also defined as, on simplification, we get sigma xi square into corresponding probability minus mu square, where mu is the mean of x, where mu of x is notation, this is notation, is mean of x, mean of random variable x. Once mean is obtained, you can able to find the variance of the random variable by sigma xi square into product of the corresponding probability minus mu square. That gives us the variance of the how the values of x varies among the distribution. That gives us the variance. The third one is standard deviation. Standard deviation. SD is denoted by sigma of x. The standard deviation of random variable x is the positive square root of variance var x, variance of x, the positive square root of variance of x, where variance of x is sigma square. That is equal to square root of sigma xi square into corresponding probabilities minus mu square, or this is square root of sigma xi minus mu whole square into corresponding probability. One and the same. These values gives us the one and the same. In dealing the problems, we will go through this formula. Instead of going through this formula, we will go through this formula. Both the values gives us the same variance. Okay. So these are all the formula related to getting of mean of the distribution or mean of random variable, and variance of the random variable and standard deviation of the random variable. Or so these are the values related to the probability distribution table: mean, variance and standard deviation. Mean, variance and standard deviation.